The Terran Colonel, head of the Terran Relief Force to Vala 6, and de facto ambassador to the Vala domain, locked the door leading to the sensitive communications facility on the Terran flagship. He sat down, reached for the computer, then got up and made sure once more that the door was locked before sitting down again. Glancing at the mechanical chronometer on the bulkhead, he nodded to himself and quickly typed an address into the system. He leaned back as the light dimmed, a significant part of the ship's power being used to burn a hole through subspace, big enough to send a two-way video link. Before he had time to compose himself, the screen flared into life. The Colonel straightened up, resisting the urge to salute as he saw who was quietly waiting on the other end of the link. "Are we on the record? No? Good. Thank you for seeing me on short notice, sir." The Colonel bit his lip, glancing at the locked door, then went on. "This is a little too delicate for official communication, sir. I know this is out of the black, but, sir, my unofficial recommendation is that we break off all diplomatic ties with the Vala domain, sir. Effective immediately." The Colonel strained to hear the distorted reply, the words twisted by both the subspace tunneling and the encryption. "Why, sir? Because they are freaking weirdos, that's why." The Colonel leaned forward, as if being closer to the microphone would give his words greater weight, continuing before the person at the other end could reply. "I know, sir. Humanity has our fair share of them too. But you haven't seen these guys. I mean, we know they are easily influenced. After all, that is how they ended up as a client state of the Molesian Commonwealth in the first place." The Colonel shook his head, slipping a secure data cube into the communicator, transferring a file as he spoke. "But after the Terran-Molesian War and the Vala Liberation, sir, they went off the rails, most of them. And even more so after last week, when their hereditary Grand Priestess stated publicly that she, and I quote, love humans and want to have all their eggs. They have gone completely gaga." The Colonel leaned back, shaking his head as he listened to the question from the other side. "Gaga, sir. Completely loco. Meshuga. Deranged. Non compos mentis. They are insane, sir, and they are insane about humans." The Colonel once again glanced at the door, lowering his voice slightly. "Don't believe me, sir? I just transferred a download from their planet-wide network, sir. Part of one of their collaboratory information databases. Look up Skinnies, sir, and scroll down to the trio of one of their skin super aids." The Colonel sat in silence as he watched the screen, nodding grimly. "I know, sir. My reaction too, sir." The Colonel cast a last glance at the door, lowering his voice as he delivered his final argument. "And no, sir. We can't rule out that some of those are made from harvested human dermis, sir."